The following video incorporates body, feeling, and disturbance level cards. So Jace, we were talking about an event or something that might have happened before where when you think about it, it still kind of bothers you in your body and in your mind. And what were you thinking? What event were you thinking about?
I feel frustrated.
What was happening?
Well, I had a spelling test, and since I wrote it the wrong way, you were supposed to write it down, but I wrote it across, and I got 13 out of 25, so that made me frustrated.
Okay, so when you think back on that, this one worked for you, huh?
Yeah.
That I feel frustrated. And so when you think about that time where that happened, and you think about how you felt about you, what was the thought you had about you? Would you look through those cards? Those are the mixed up thought cards. And tell me if any of them come up. And if you have any that you can't figure out the words, let me know, because they're not all second grade words. So you think about what was it like to get that 13 out of 25. What did you think about yourself? Okay, and that was the something is wrong with me card.
Mm-hmm.
So you had the feel frustrated and the something is wrong with me. And when you think about how that felt for you, what you were thinking about yourself, if you looked at these cards here, these are comfortable thought cards. If you looked at those, tell me what one would your brain rather feel like? Say you got that 13 out of 25 again. Instead of believing that something is wrong with you, what would you rather believe instead? We could spread them out if you want. Spread them out a little bit.
I got one. That I can be myself.
That I can be myself.
Mm-hmm.
So even though you got that score, you can still be yourself.
Yeah.
So I want you to look at these numbers for me, bud. And this time on a 0 to 10, when you think back, actually no, I'll change that. When you think back on this event of when you got that 13 out of 25, how big does that feel right now? When you think back, how 0 is, I think back on it and I don't notice anything, or 10 is, I think back on it and it still is a huge deal. Anywhere
kind of in the middle.
Kind of in the middle, like a 5, okay. And when you think about being able to be myself, that I can be myself from 0 to 10, how strongly do you believe I can be myself? 0 is, I don't believe it at all when I think back, and 10 is still big. Awesome. And when you look at these cards, these body cards here, I want you to look at these, and I want you to think back about that time when you got that grade, that score, and where did you notice those feelings in your body? These are all different ways that we feel things in our body. What do you think you can remember feeling?
I can't really stop bad thoughts, but sometimes I can.
Okay. So when you think about that grade, those bad thoughts were going on in your head a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Any others that come up?